And on the hill for the Cubs, Cade Horton.
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
All right, ready to get underway. Jay Langoliers getting ready to hit. And we're underway here in the home opener. That's
Ball
inside. Ball 2. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And he's on at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Brent Rooker. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you've got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
And the 1-0.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Ball.
Just underway here from Wrigley. And that one is downstairs. Ball 3. There's the strike. And that should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and they've tied it.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Pete Alonso up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series.
Ball 2.
Base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Eugenio Suarez up next for the A's.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe 2.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. And a foul ball. Fouled off down the right side. Two on, one out. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The flip. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now here is Christian Walker. Oh, great stop. fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Here's Nico Horner. On the ground to third. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw comes in too late, and he reaches safely. Man at first. Here's Alex Bregman.
Ball.
Squirts away from Langoliers. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. In the air to left center. Lockridge has a beat on it. He's got it. And there's one down. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
The 1-0. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Corner around second, heads for third, and it gets by him. Coming home. He'll score, and now they trail by 1.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. A wild pitch, and the tying run is now 90 feet away. The lefty, the 1-0.
D-Ride. Ball 2.
Runner on at third, one gone. And that one is inside.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up,
take your base.
that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
So up now for Chicago, Matt Shaw. And that one fouled off. Runners are at the corners, one away.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Ball, no.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. He flexes his power with that swing. One down. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Swings through that. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Reaching for it, makes the catch. And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
2 down, nobody on. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Number 17 at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Swing and a foul out of play. In the air, center field. Lockridge makes the catch, inning over. Top of the second, stepping in, Zach Geloff. And that's in for a strike. Geloff starting up the middle at second, 26 years old. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. And the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone here. Cam Smith up next for the A's.
Inside.
Well, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
There's the swing and a miss. To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Yep.
Brandon Lockridge in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one ripped, but foul.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
That's
Ball
inside. And it remains 2-2. Man at first, one away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 away. Back to the top of the order now. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Here's a 1-1.
That's a foul ball.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Suzuki under this one and makes the grab, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Number 4, Pete Crow Armstrong.
That one fouled off. Swing and a miss at a slider. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. That's a laser base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
Ball 2.
Crow Armstrong aboard here at first with nobody out. This one in the air center field. Lockridge on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Then there's one down. Now it's Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1. Step off throw to first, and he's back in there.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Misses inside. Ball one. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. In the air, left field. Rooker under it. He's got it, and there's two away. Seiya Suzuki, the next to hit. He doubled home a run in his first AB.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Out to short. And that is the third out of the inning. Back here at the friendly confines. Here's the left fielder, Brent Rooker.
Brent Rooker.
And that one upstairs.
You know, these A's doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Foul ball there.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the A's,
Down the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that one finds its way through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
No, that's a ball.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot. Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one fouled hard the other way. Two on, one out. Suzuki running hard for it. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Now it's going to be Christian Walker. And that chance handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Here at Wrigley Field, now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Dansby Swanson. Oh, look at the stop. To first. It's there, and that's
Got
a
him.
great
That's an out.
play. So up next for Chicago, Matt Shaw. He's already homered here in this one.
Shaw.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Waste no time there. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone.
Ball.
Has to step out of the way for ball one. That's ripped into the outfield. Lockridge, long run on his horse. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags in second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Kelly.
And now we'll step off and check on third.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher now, Elvis Alvarado.
Important job for him to do right now with that runner on third as they try to add on to their lead. Just needs 1 out to get out of it, so this is a huge matchup in this game right here.
And the 0-1.
No, off the plate.
Two outs and a runner at third here in the last half of the third. That one ran inside, almost got him. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Geloff tosses to first.
You're out.
And that is that. Back here at Wrigley Field, start of the fourth. Zach Geloff now at the plate. Over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Next up for the A's, Cam Smith. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-1.
Hard, 2.
The Cubbies up by 2. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Lockridge batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And that'll fall for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. So back to the top of the order. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. 1 for 2. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Now one miss.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. 2 on, 1 out. And that's downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Outside with a breaking ball. And they're all loaded up.
First base.
Up next for the A's, the left fielder.
Big at bat for Brent Rooker now. Golden opportunity right here.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitching
For Armstrong. In position. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. Cut off. Now a throw home. Safe. Almost made the play, but now it's a 1-run ball game. Big at bat now as the polar bear. Pete Alonso steps in. Suzuki moving under it, and that's the 3rd out. Ready to go, bottom 4. So up now for Chicago. Number 7 pinch hitter coming on, Michael Busch.
Michael Busch.
Check swing went around. Strike 1.
That's a ball. No.
That's
Ball.
down and in. Late with the swing there.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Payoff pitch. In the air to left center. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's one away. So up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. This one in the air. Suarez settles under this one. 2 down. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. So here's Horner now. Out towards right center field. Lockridge on the move to the alley. And that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
You know, these Athletics doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. And
Ball,
that misses. No. And that's ball 1.
Right.
The Athletics down by a run. We're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. Next up for the A's, Christian Walker. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
Up next for the A's.
Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Jacob Webb.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Looks like extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores to tie it up. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
The right fielder.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over.
Smith in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Ball.
That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. Geloff at second with 2 down. Just
Ball,
missed.
no.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On the ground to the left. Now the tag at third, and they got him. They limit the damage here. Back here at the friendly confines. So up now for Chicago, Alex Bregman.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Tied at 4. There's a swing and a drive. This looks like extra bases. Cut off, throw to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. And next for the Cubs.
Now pitching for
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Michael Kelly.
Ball.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Here comes Bregman around third. He will score, and they take the lead.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
Swanson swings through it for strike 1.
No, outside. Ball 2.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Sliced hard but foul. Man at second. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast.